Okay, everybody, we're back at it again. 10 more orders, official 10 orders, 10 items going out. Got some great items, stuff I like to ship out because it's easy, it's small. Going a lot of poly mailers, tiny boxes, help out the post office today with small items. So let's get into it. I'll show you the items again, and I'll show you the how much they weigh, and hopefully this helps you guys out. Here we go. Okay, everybody, I think I decided to do a little bit of talking in some of these videos. And the reason is because just to go through my thought process on some items here and why I'm shipping them out the way I am. You saw me just ship out a Lego item. And this one here I'm going to put in a poly mailer. Then you may be asking, well, why'd you put that Lego in a box and you're throwing that in just a poly mailer? Why not put the Lego in a poly mailer? Well, a couple of reasons on that, and one of them is the Lego is older piece. It's a bit vintage. It's sold for quite a bit, so I kind of want to give the buyer the impression that, you know, I took a little bit more care and effort into packaging something up that's a little bit that they spent a little bit of money on. And not only that, but that's an older vintage piece. That box was falling apart. So I didn't want to put it in a bubble mailer and risk any more damage occurring to that. Now I've said before that I usually create a big bubble for these action figures to prevent them from, you know, getting any box damage. But just the age of that box, it concerned me trying to squeeze it into a poly bag. So for those reasons, that is why I decided and opted to put that inside of a box. This Star Wars guy, I'm going to stuff a little bit of extra packaging in here just to kind of create a fuller pillow-like experience for this item, because, you know, and protect the bubble that the actual character is in. This one here doesn't really necessarily, this is a heavier plastic around it, so that should be fine in transport. Okay, back to packing. That's my thought process through that. Now you also may be asking, why am I going to put a hat in a box and not in any type of other type of mailer? You know, it's not something breakable. Well, hat people are a little particular about their hats. And one issue you could run into if you ship your hat out and not in a box is this part up here is pretty well you want it to hold that shape here, is what I'm trying to say. You don't want any dents, or, you know, you don't want it to get disfigured in the shipping process, because people are very particular about their hats. So, and you don't want the brim to get all chewed up. There are exceptions depending upon the style of hat, what type of hat it is. With a floppy hat, could potentially go inside a bubble mailer. But for these, like New Era, where they have a bit of a structure to them, you want to make sure you box those up. other thing too, you might be asking yourself, why am I taping these edges here after I folded it over? And my thought process behind it is I don't want anything slipping in there, like a letter or something that's, you know, something that's not supposed to be there. I don't want anything necessarily slipping through the edges, or maybe it get caught in something at the post office or while shipping and just rips it right open. So it just provides just a little bit of protection against that. Now this Limex piece will definitely be going in a poly mailer, and the reasoning behind that is it has the foam protection still in there. If it did not have the foam protection, I would be putting this in a box. Why do I double bubble here? And my reasoning behind it is, first of all, obviously to protect the item, but also too, you know, I want the customers to see that I took extra care in ensuring that these packages get out safely. Doesn't cost me all that much more in shipping supplies to add that extra bubble layer, and helps prevent any issues with anything breaking in the process of it getting to the customer. Also too, it doesn't add any more weight or anything to the package as well too, so depending upon your guys' cost of shipping goods, you'll have to make that decision. I'm pretty sure it will arrive perfectly fine with just one layer of bubble, or probably even no layer with bubble. Okay. This will definitely go on a bubble mailer. I'm going to get some bubble wrap right now, but always save these little air bubble pillow things, and they'll help protect the top of the card that the figure is on. Then we wrap it just to make sure it stays extra safe in transport. These figures are kind of borderline in the weight. They almost cross over to 2 pounds because there's 2 figures in there. So the starting lineup. Okay. This is going to go one of those extra large bubble mailers. I'm going to do something here because I don't want tape touching the figure or the packaging on the inside. Again, probably don't need to do this or tape the edges off. It's something that I just am in a habit of doing. These are Williams Forge. Williams Forge? No. WMF salad forks. Well, there you have it, guys. 10 orders. I guess it's no longer ASMR. I'm gonna have to take it out of the title because I do a little bit of talking just to kind of go through my thought process and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Brought out the Kindle tablet, so that way I'm not using paper. I don't know if I have my mic up here now. Up here in this corner of my camera, but I think it might be, I don't know if it's interfering with the camera. Let me know. I'm going to definitely take a look at this if it's changing the color or anything. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and 10 more orders.